Hello, YouTube. I'm recording this from my Twitch stream on the 18th of February at almost 11 AM UK time. I'm about to play the new episode on Elite Difficulty, first blind playthrough. The Kings and Queens story arc. It's called Curse of Phrygia? I can't pronounce it. A new species threatens to invade the galaxy. Their goals and desires, so far unknown. Join Captain Ezri Dax of Starfleet on a terrifying mission aboard the Midas Array as we discover more about the true nature of the Chimerians. Old Man Rune, I am feeling a little poorly. Not much. Okay, hail.
I repeat, this is Captain Ezri Dax. I'm calling on you at the recommendation of Director Hugh from the Borg Cooperative. The species known as the Chimerians have taken over the Midas Array. I am stationed on the array, but all attempts at first contact and diplomacy failed. The Chimerians are hostile and have corrupted the array's comms. I repeat, cannot abandon my post. Backup is required immediately.
Can't you handle it, Ezri? I thought you could handle anything these days. Not much reward these days from episodes. Random space item reward, outfit box, and event progress.
You can count on my support and guidance.
I'm sure we can. Auto navigate. Oh, I transwarped. I meant to just fly there. This is my first blind playthrough, so I know nothing about this episode. Yet. I want to play it properly for the first time. The Mutara Interdimensional Deep Space Array System, or Midas Array, is an Alliance communication installation originally developed by Starfleet and Vulcan. Celebrated for its hyper-subspace technology, the array famously enabled contact with the USS Voyager and the crew while they were stranded in the Delta Quadrant. Beyond the historic role, the array continues to serve as one of the most advanced communication relays in the galaxy. Today it remains one of the Alliance's most closely monitored installations as a cornerstone of galactic communication and a tempting target for those who would seek to exploit its properties. Now, let's begin.
Glad you made it, and relieved. The level of environmental corruption down here is... and comms are still disrupted. Can you hear?
Captain Dax, the signal is still weak, but I can hear you. Where's the Aventine? That's her ship, I believe.
No time to explain. I recommend yellow alert. The Chimerians have placed beacons in the system to summon more of their kind.
Well, we'll deal with the beacons.
Clear the system and stay alert. Those beacons are emitting a powerful psionic signal.
Secure system, investigate Hive beacon. Just wondering, is the Twitch chat showing up on the stream video? It should be relayed to the video. So, waypointer.
Screech, squirm. The Genresi feast on the thrill of your despair. Your vessel will be absorbed, devoured, every piece of matter consumed.
Wow. That's the first time we've heard him speak. They sound almost Klingon demon-y. Beat the ambush. Let's see what these little ships are. I wonder if they build boats. Terraformed boats, maybe. Still.
Is a tri-quantum pulse wave. It's holding that unstable portal open.
Player-based area effect all damage and is buff that deals with nearby allies. Bonus all damage. In this one. I'm not sure what they do. It's too much to read through. Probably usual damage buff and survival buff. The way the array is on its side, we entered it at a different angle the previous episode. Damage doesn't look that convincing though. Those are assimilation bits.
From hull to husk, your vessel will be dissected. No, contorted. No, consumed.
I'm probably speaking too soon. But that was a okay warm-up for the rest of the episode.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Now investigate the portal. The Chimerians are essentially a kind of Borg. Things, as they're using Borg equipment. Or they're that one species that overwhelmed Borg assimilation and ended up assimilating the Borg instead.
Borg vessel incoming. Its quantum signature matches our universe, but it's been infected by the Chimerians.
Rise and twist, ship by ship. Devour, consume.
Interesting. Poetic enemies.
Feasting, stretching, devouring whole.
It's weird. Like a modified cube. Is going down. Hopefully not too fast. Right, it's too fast now. To heal up a bit.
Well done. I've cleared up the array's comms, but I'm not sure how long it'll last. Alliance reports indicate that this Chimeran Borg vessel traveled here from the 13 SETI system.
That's right, my crew and I were present when it was created in that system, alongside Admiral Komaki and Captain Nefpa. Things didn't exactly go as planned. Ah, that was the reference to the mini-zode.
Well, let's act fast. We need more data on that multiversal portal to shut it down. And without support on the ground, I won't be able to get the technology aboard the array that's holding it open.
The piece of the guns seen show the portal has been corrupted by psionic energy. We could perform a chronometric dating and drift analysis.
Right. to replicate the conditions that led to the portal's creation and allow us to reverse engineer that process. Creative and worth a shot. Can you transfer me the data in real time?
Disrupted comms might cause delays or fragmentation, but that should be possible. I will gather the data. I'll also pick up that loot. So it's a corrupted portal. Corrupted by the Chimerans. Worried something's going to come through it.
This portal's chronometric signature places its conception at roughly 5 hours ago. That timestamp correlates with a localized rupture in space-time originating from an unknown source. Scans show the portal's drift vector has a decay rate of 0.015 radians per second, delayed by the array's triquantum pulse wave. If we invert the wave's polarity, we could engineer the opposite effect and expedite the portal's collapse. We can work with that. Hang on. Sensors are picking up an incoming energy signature. Brace yourself. Something's coming through. Mayday, mayday. This is Operator Z. This is a call into the void, I'm sure, but I gotta try. Structural integrity is compromised beyond repair and emergency protocols activated.
Mirror Dax.
Does anyone copy? Anyone? Array comms are failing again. Your signal is weak. I repeat, this is Tegan. This shuttle is about to blow. I'm setting a course for the nearest stable structure, preparing for transport in 3, 2.
Is that a mirror Esri?
The Midas array has
Tegan?
recorded an explosion near its central dish. Are you all right? I'm critically outnumbered. Need you to beam down here. And don't bring too much backup along. Safety in smaller numbers.
Two choices of reply. The debris of the vessel that just exploded should not be left unanalyzed. Or, Captain, that shuttle had a pilot. I can't leave them or their body behind. Starfleet General Orders. That's the one.
And I'd never ask you to, but chances of survival are very low. As are mine if you don't make it down here soon. Act fast.
Helm, plot a course for the shuttle. Hang in there. Dax, we'll be there soon to rescue you like heroes. I want to go too fast just in case a surprise pops up. That was still there, really. Scan results. Vessel identification, Danu class runabout. Registry corrupted. Sensor analysis. Vessel does not match standard Starfleet registry protocols. Catastrophic event report. Breached core resulting in ship-wide systems failures and structural collapse. Residual effects. Elevated residual energy in the subspace theta band, typically associated with psionic phenomenon. Biosignature 0. Recovered components. Neural navigation interface system. Irreparable. Last assessed 1 year, 5 months, 78 days ago. Recovered transmission log. Sender corrupted. Recipient USS Piece of the Gun. Duration 15.83 seconds. Status partial data recovery 78% integrity. Nothing like Star Trek techno babble, is there? Print last known log entry Damn it, comms are jammed. I repeat, this is Tegan. This shuttle is about to blow. I'm setting a course for the nearest stable structure. Prepare for transport in 3, 2, 1, now. Tegan. I know that name from somewhere. She looked in the cutscene like a Dax from another universe. Or maybe this Dax from the future, from back in time. But Tegan? Why called Tegan? I'm trying to think back to that episode of Deep Space Nine where Esri went back to visit her family. Maybe there was some clue there that I've forgotten. What Tegan is. Tegan is Every's family name. Okay. Yeah, I kind of thought so. Esri Tegan before she was Dax. Before she was Esri Dax. No life signs or biological remains have been detected. Perhaps he's transported in time. Perhaps that's a possibility. Beam down to save Esri Dax. Take Oscar with me. Watcher. Try not to spoil the episode for me, if you know what anything about it. She's overrun by Chimera. So bound to pop out
Good.
at some point.
I see you made it aboard. However, your bridge officer is missing. Something caused your pattern to shift midstream. You've materialized in the wrong location. Signal is distant. Unfortunately, comms are still compromised. Likely to improve as you get closer. You'll need to find me in the shuttle bay. I'm in the middle of an experiment. Confirm some suspicions I've carried for a while now. Good luck, and stay alert.
Don't worry, Captain. The Alliance didn't send me in empty-handed. We've got access codes and schematics at our disposal. See you soon. This feels eerie. If I should look around before I progress. So lucky I didn't transport in 2 separate pieces or in the middle of a wall. Maybe I'm in a different reality or time zone, I don't know. All the possibilities. Yeah, this is my first blind playthrough, so I know nothing about it. I'm learning as I go, because that's the fun.
Everything all
Ooh.
right? The Dax symbiont picked
Shadow.
up on a psionic reverberation.
Psionics. Attempted to assimilate a crew person there.
Vocal interface activated. Chimera neural processor linked to tricorder matrix. Unit calibrated for Chimeran psionic subspace frequency and localized data acquisition.
That's good. Giving a voice to the tricorder. That makes things easier. It means you don't have to read so much. List priorities.
Neural processor properties. Psionic activity detection. Environmental threat assessment. Foreign body analysis.
The tricorder sounds like Isri's voice.
Vocal interface activated. Chimera neural processor command log. Consume. 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 Destroy. 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 Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
An unending stream of chaotic commands issued to this drone before its demise threatened to overheat the medical tricorder. Most of the directives are contradictory, some are unintelligible, all are better left uninvestigated.
Vocal interface activated.
What did that say, that last one I clicked? I clicked it too quick to read it. Alright. In there, dude? Feels like Borg assimilation malfunctioned against the species that we now know as the Chimera. I'm getting what lies beneath vibes. Oh, hello. That didn't spook me. I thought it would, but it happened just as I turned my head to look at chat. You sleep? Can you die on your feet? Whatever it is, it's ripped these things apart. I suspect the Chimeran assimilation doesn't work on everyone. It leaves them mutilated. Organic stuff around the warp core. Or should I, well, it's not a warp core, is it? That's just a nickname. It's just a reaction chamber.
Psionic
It's not
activity
the core
is
of a warp
increasing in
thing.
your location. Caution advised.
Fears our rebellions. You stand before a legion of death. You will be devoured, swallowed whole.
So far, they're not that tough. I would have expected more from this episode. I think they're just malfunctioning Borg. There's the Ethereum drone I just activated. Let's see what it does. Looks like one of these things. That should pick up the drone. If he was still alive, it would have. And it could get to him on time. It doesn't get to him on time. It's another kit module that's
You're on the right path.
slow.
Comms are improving. Signal is getting closer. Heads up. Second signal heading for the ship. Stay sharp.
No way. Where is my bridge officer? Get locked outside. not with me. Ah, that's because I've been down to the wrong location, so my bridge officer isn't with me. Right, there's a console there. Noticed another one there. I think this one first. The Pyrian device on it. Or Chimerian device. System failure. Unit breach. Engineering console alpha core room. Status critical malfunction. Diagnosis. Operational anomaly detected. Analysis. Unauthorized subroutine. Ethereum universe quantum signature. Energy protocol. Isolate unit and notify Starfleet Corps of Engineers. Well, that's me. I'm an engineer. Access breach. Primary antenna control. Console override. Accepted. Not Starfleet standard. Diagnosis. Foreign matter detected. Analysis. Protomatter current universe quantum signature. Current universe. Emergency protocol. Initiate lockdown protocols and secure affected areas. Remote supplemental log. Corrupted visual interface. Irregular hum and impaired performance. Console has been sabotaged by Ethereum subroutines. Remove sabotage. Accolade. Rendat fix. Did that say? Would this be a type of Borg that doesn't use nanites? It uses cells to assimilate things. Doesn't use technology, uses organics. I suspect one of these clumps, because it's moving, it's going to jump up and attack me at some point. Analyze a steel.
Foreign body analysis. Scan results. Chimeran pustule. Static. Gestating. Composition. 35% multicellular bioform. 20% cybernetic augmentation. 45% vermiform embryo. Properties. Psionic emission. Viscous retention field affecting movement speed. Vulnerabilities. Directed energy streams. Extreme heat. Trinitrotoluene charges. Stored. Cryogenic suspension capsule at 77 Kelvin. Warning. Surrounding viscous compounds are hazardous. Compounds will evaporate upon collection or destruction of the source pustule.
I can see where they get the alien vibe from. Like an alien egg. With a face hugger in it, probably. Shoot to kill or collect to store. Understood. Collect. I'm going to get assimilated again, aren't I, by this crap. Give the kit module time to do whatever it does. It's shooting at them and then it pick them up. Yes, it does. Very herald of the Ethereans. Not following though.
Comms have cleared, and your signal is strong. You're almost here. You'll need to take the turbo lift to get to the shuttle bay. I had to seal the doors in your area.
My way. The kill the pustule took more shots than killed the drones. Who knows what spores I'm breathing in? Was one of 7.
Environmental risk level has increased. Caution advised.
Uh-oh.
Open your mind. Surrender your soul. We will absorb you. Inhabit you.
Quiet episode, isn't it? Quiet and eerie. Watch those corners, watch those corners. The Sarge is dead. He's gone. Confined space, not a good idea. They took the stairs. That chime.
Great, you made it. Over here.
Oh, so did she. Unjoined Dax. Well, Esri.
Not so fast. Operator? But you're... I thought you didn't make it. Stand back. No sudden moves. Hands where I can see them. You're... me. Esri. Haven't heard that in a while. It's Operator Z now. Has been for years. Well, I'll be damned. So this is what's on the other side of that portal. Nice pips. You're still a member of Starfleet? And you're... not? But I'm assuming you're here to help. Are reinforcements coming? Reinforcements? There's nothing but decay on my side of the fence. Looks like you're living a pretty comfortable life over here in comparison. Comfortable? We're in the middle of a galaxy-wide invasion, and our fleet was sabotaged by former allies who turned out to be Borg. You were allied with the Jean Resi. Those. They're from my universe. Oh, no. Not those. We call those Chimerans. Speaking of, I've got some pretty bad news. As suspected, Chimerans are indeed Borg. They're also... Trill, I know. My whole universe is swarming with them. Chimerans are also immune to assimilation, including Etherian fusion. They also can't be reasoned with, at all. They're volatile and corrupted beyond reach. Glad we agree. Listen, I'd love to chat. But as your friend probably saw, my shuttle was blown to pieces by temporal compression. You all still have a symbiosis commission here? I need to hitch a ride to Trill and warn them. We do, but I can't let you leave, Operator. It's too dangerous. We need to get to the array's primary antenna control. There's a tri-quantum beam in there that we can use to close up that portal. I'm sorry, Z. We can't let it stay open. Fine by me. I've got few reasons to go back, and truth be told, I need your help. Heads up. We've got
They
company.
regenerate? So they're Trill Borg.
We can't let them take over the array.
Feast on your fear, your futility. Entropy is inevitable.
I'm not leaving a single one of these bastards standing. Not in my universe, and not in this one.
Inventory full. Better empty my inventory a bit then.
It's good to see you again. I regret accepting help from the Ethereans so quickly. I'm sure many agree. I thought I had gotten pretty good at reading people over the years, but trust the Borg to fool any of us once in a while. Do you want to talk about our last meeting?
Be careful what I delete. Don't delete anything important. I would like that.
How are you and Admiral Kumarke holding up since our last encounter with the Borg?
I've had real problems with her because she never stops talking. I'm doing pretty well, and so is Admiral Kumarke, despite some setbacks. So where's the Avatar? Okay? I'm well, but I echo the concerns you once had about Admiral Kumarke. We'll get her some help. So where's the Avatar? And I think Admiral Kumarke is doing better than I am. I'm not sure who to trust. So where's the Aventine? I think both Admiral and I will need some help at some point. So where's the Aventine? I think the second one. We're worried about Admiral Kumarke.
The Aventine is being stripped of Etherean upgrades and diagnosed for sabotage with the help of Director Hugh and the Cooperative. I boarded the array with a shuttle and my advance team. I didn't want my arrival to seem imposing. This started off as a low-risk recon mission with the intent of engaging in peaceful first contact, not combat. So much for that.
Speaking of recon, what else have you learned about the Chimerans? Like how not to get me assimilated by them again.
Tactical data acquired by the Alliance now confirms the Chimerans exhibit patterns of targeted aggression towards Borg variants from other quantum universes. They are also strongly drawn to protomatter. My research also reveals that a Chimeran's genetic framework is dominant in its expression, nullifying any Etherean genomic contributions. In short, they're immune to fusion and manipulation.
I guess the Ethereans probably figured that out too, so why are the Chimerans attacking the Midas array?
The million latinum question that I happen to have an answer to. I located an unlicensed stock of protomatter containers in the primary antenna control room. They're flocking to it. I'm not sure how it got there or why they're interested in it. Maybe Operator Z can enlighten us before we move on. Anything you can share is valuable to us. Well, the Jean Resi were Borg long before they were Trill. In my universe, the Symbiosis Commission attempted to thwart the Borg by creating an army of joined Trill. That backfired, obviously.
Tell me more.
What do you want to know?
Oh god, that's a lot of dialogue here. It would have been better in a cutscene, I think. Why did the Trill create an army?
When our world was one of the last standing against the Borg, desperate times called for desperate measures. An augmented army seemed like the only viable solution. What do you want to know?
What spearheaded the project?
One of our brightest scientists, an egotistical Nakaj, created a protomatter-based serum and worked together with the Symbiosis Commission to experiment on select hosts and symbionts. What do you want to know?
How were your people recruited?
The Commission helped track down some of our best symbionts, and by that I mean symbionts whose former hosts had stood the test of time, fought in countless wars, and thwarted previous Borg onslaughts. They were resilient and ruthless in equal measure.
I'm wondering now, are we going to meet a Chimeran that is an alternate Dax? A Jadzia Dax, maybe?
What do you want to know?
What went wrong?
The Symbiosis Commission used a protomatter-based serum on the symbionts that was supposed to heighten their psionic abilities and provide them with biological tools to resist assimilation. Instead, it drove them to madness. And the Borg absorbed that madness when they one day broke through our world's defenses and assimilated all of Trill.
Maybe Dax was the scientist behind it all.
What do you want to know?
What part did you play in all of this?
The Commission used the Tegan family's mining company to facilitate the extraction and stabilization of protomatter across our entire galaxy, and then used it to experiment on my people. When it became clear their project had gone wrong, it was already too late. The Borg were on their way. What do you want to know?
Have all the information I need.
How were they able to break through the Trill's defenses? And how were they able to establish such a firm footing in your universe? And what about our allies? Starfleet, the Federation, the Borg Cooperative. The cooperative you speak of doesn't exist where I come from. In my universe, the Borg gained the upper hand in the incursion of 2409, when they invaded the Vega colony. The crew of the USS Aventine, one of Starfleet's finest, was tasked with a crucial mission. They abandoned the ship when the Borg boarded them. Their mission was unsuccessful. According to reports, anyway.
The USS Aventine.
I helped retake the Vega colony from the Borg and drive them from that sector. But of course, you never made it because you left. I wonder who captained the Aventine.
I get the sense this might be a conversation for another time. Speaking of captains, do these Chimerian Borg have a queen?
As far as I can tell, they're just a horde without a head, and no one to guide them. Trust no one who wishes to be their queen or otherwise control them. They can't be controlled, and they can't be bargained with. Striving to do so only ends in death. Now these Borg seek out protomatter as sustenance without knowing why. I don't know how so much of it ended up aboard your array. There's none of it left in my universe.
Understood. Before we go, you recognized me, right? Earlier?
You're right. This might be hard to believe, but I owe you. The other you. Back in my universe, your counterpart was one of the leaders of the uprising. You fought alongside me in the faction wars of 2411. On the eve of the fall of the Federation, you gave your life in battle to protect me from an incoming blow. So even though I'm eager to get to Trill, I'm just as eager to repay you. Any version of you. You've got my word. Lead the way.
Think she likes me? Thank you for telling me. It'll take time to process. Captain Dax, what's your plan?
Fight our way through this array and make it to primary antenna control so we can reverse engineer the tri-quantum beam and close that multiversal portal. Let's hope we find your bridge officer along the way. I'll also be collecting Chimeran pustules. Director Hugh of the Cooperative is calling in a favor. Actually, I could use a hand if you see any along the way.
I've been wiping them out, but I'll think about it. Hang on a minute, I missed a bit of dialogue there. Oh yeah.
And turn off that tricorder's voice output, would ya? We're practically announcing our next move to the enemy.
Good point, let's go. Right, think of all of that.
I've managed to locate your bridge officer's position. We'll be with them in no time.
But since Tegan, or whatever her name is, didn't receive a symbiont, maybe the symbiont is still with Jadzia Dax. Maybe Jadzia Dax didn't die in the universe. Maybe it's the Queen. Copy that. We'll need your support.
Your officer might need shore leave after all of this. Z, did you have a crew? Once upon a time. I travel alone now, and I prefer it that way. It's easier.
Should we trust her?
Don't leave any of those pustules behind. Who knows what they could turn into. Look out. These creeps are stalking the hallways.
Symbiosis is capable. There is no perfection but chaos.
These parasites are beyond hope. They only deal in
It's a what? Well, they were true. But do they all have symbionts or something? Or is that the zinc heavy one?
There's a storeroom nearby. Call it a shortcut.
I'm not very impressed with the kit module. It's slow again. More slow kit modules that aren't practical to use in any kind of battle, especially team matches that run fast.
Yeah, keep talking to us like you know what it means. Corrupted dirtbags.
Racism! Misery! Give him a chance!
We've made it this far. There's no turning back. We're closing in on
Oscar
primary
is
antenna
nearby.
control, and I'm not sure what awaits us there. Can we still count on you, Z? My loyalties lie with your friend. But I could make an exception.
Lucky us, then. Let's keep moving. Where's that chime? Oh, something there.
Foreign body analysis. Scan results. Chimeran pustule. Status. Gestating. Composition. 35% multicellular bioform. 20% cybernetic augmentation. 45% vermiform embryo. Properties. Psionic emissions. Viscous retention field affecting movement speed. Vulnerabilities. Directed energy streams. Extreme heat. Trinitrotoluene charges. Store. Cryogenic suspension capsule. Store at 77 Kelvin. Warning. Surrounding viscous compounds are hazardous. Compounds will evaporate upon collection or destruction of the source pustule.
The dialogue was different to the writing. I don't think my OBS is working properly.
We're almost there. Stick together, everyone.
Maybe these pustules are like Borg interlink nodes? Before? Oh, hello. We talk to you. Hello? Anybody there? What happened to him?
They really have a knack for leaping at you when you least expect it, huh?
You must join. Join. And never.
I'm not joined now, and I never will be. Request denied, asshole.
The Moopsie is deployed. Well, that big one was harder to take down than the first big one we fought. Much further away from my bridge officer now. Got to backtrack a bit. Must have been in this room somewhere. You meet us. Is that him? Yeah, that is him. How am I supposed to save him? Did they talk about him? How to save him? Was he just a goner? Yeah, it woke him up. I did save him. Lucky I backtracked there. Come on, Oscar. Stop hiding behind Puddy Cat. These things on him. Oh, he's got the green armour on. Green shot. Oh, did they have a queen? Was it just an elite tactical version?
Look out!
You're gonna die. Took the shot. Paid back her debt. It's almost
Are you
like
all
Darth
right?
Maul.
I'll be fine. Let's take these vermin out.
Oh, is she gonna get assimilated?
We have to take down this Chimeran so we can get to the beam.
We are me. We are all.
You are nothing. You will
the
never
boss till
know
last.
happiness
Get the little ones out
or
first.
pain.
The abyss gives its promise endless. Symbiosis frees the bloated mind.
I've got the inventory full again. Oopsie. Come on, Oopsie, get him. You're looking right at him. Oopsie, run away. I suspect the drones will keep going as long as the big one is still alive. And I'm down. Didn't do too long to last this. Too bad to last this long. That's some sort of shield. Disable tri-quantum wave beam. Collect Chimerian Devour. Ah. Are we supposed to do something to release its shield? Don't see anything we're supposed to do. It's weakening gradually.
That's it. That's all of them. We did it. If you send the data we gathered on the Chimeran pustules over to the Cooperative via one of the consoles in this room, then Director Hugh can get started on his research. This can't wait. Z, watch my back. I'll reverse the polarity of that beam and close up the portal. Time to say goodbye to the hellhole you came from.
I've got time to pick up this loot and empty the loot that I've got. Afraid it might trigger a cutscene that ends me back up on my ship. Chime's still happening. Okay, loot cleared. Looking around a bit. Okay. Data transmission. Input transmission destination. All cooperative. Confirm transmission parameters. Destination. All cooperative. Chimerian research. Postio. Level 10 clearance. Reclamation director. Encryption code. Transmission status confirmed. Confirming transmission. Transmission in progress. Subspace channels stabilizing. Data packet delivered. You collected 1 Chimerian pustule. You received 50 dilithium ore per pustule. Oh! Next time I'll have to collect them all.
I need your help over here. I've disabled
Dilithium
security
ore.
protocols and reversed the polarity. Something's not lining up.
You mean reversing the polarity didn't work? It's unheard of in Star Trek. Hyperspace technology aboard the Midas array has been corrupted by Chimerian nanites. Instead of creating a subspace aperture between 2 quadrants of this universe, the functionality has been altered to facilitate the creation of an interdimensional transwarp conduit. Engineering, rerouting excess plasma through one of the auxiliary grids.
The polarity's been reversed, but something's wrong. This portal is being held open somehow. We might only have one option here.
Kalei, beam me up, Esri. You're suggesting we travel to the other side? What do you think, Z? Z? Where are you? Oh, she's being assimilated, I think.
Her vitals are deteriorating, and fast. This is it. There's no reversing a Shanres infection. Don't be so sure. I've got a lot of experience in reversing different types of Borg assimilation. This
my eye on
is
you.
different. Trust me. It's not working. We need to get her to your sickbay. It's too late. I'd rather die than become an abomination. Take me out, operator. Just stay with me. We'll get you to my husband, Julian. He's a doctor. That bastard?
They married?
Dr. Bashir is also a brilliant surgeon. Yeah, too brilliant. Norval was right. They went too far. She'll come for me. Try to control me. Who? Who will come for you? Z? Just end it. Happy to die. Like I said, I owe you one. You can't save everyone, Esri. I know.
Did she just get euthanized?
She's right. We can't leave her here. Let's get to that portal.
How many more mistakes is Esri going to make? First she gets us assimilated, then she allies with the Epherians, and now he's killing.
A Chimeran Unimatrix in the Alpha Quadrant. Z wasn't
Chimerian
kidding.
disco.
This dimension has fallen to the Borg. Is that the Harmony? And another tri-quantum wave beam. Well, I don't think we've been spotted yet. Long-range sensors indicate the Harmony's weapons platform is dormant. But if you ask me, we can never be too careful.
Agreed. We need to disable that beam. Let's get this over with. Just looking around.
The Harmony looks a little different since my last encounter with it.
Maybe it's a different Harmony.
Ship is under attack.
It's an assimilated Harmony, by the looks of it.
Like clockwork. Never trust a sitting duck.
Resist, and you shall be consumed. Accept the Legion's embrace.
The hive beacons are powering the Harmony shields with their psionic beams. We'll need to target the beacons first to get them that shield. These pustules are emitting biotoxins that will degrade our navigational systems.
We're in another universe, but we can still call in artillery ships. So is it firing out crossbeams or something? It's got to pump energy into it.
Hang on. The Harmony is teleporting.
Got caught again.
The shield dropped when the Harmony used its energy supply to teleport.
Ship is under attack.
Destroying the hive beacons might give us a window to target the Harmony.
How many times do you have to click a clicky to get it to work?
Only victory.
The ship floats without me doing anything.
That's it. Shield is down. Target the Harmony. Heads up. The Harmony is teleporting.
Rinse and repeat. Copy and paste.
Let's take those beacons out and finish what we started.
Twist the mind.
Poetic bad guys. One of my cookies, I think. Yeah, this battle looks very space Barbie. Ah, it's this cookie that's plugged in. Coordinated anti-protector, I think.
The shield is down. Time to target the hardware.
Rear shields failing.
The portal is open. We need to go to full impulse before your ship gets torn apart by a proto-matter shockwave. I'm receiving a transmission from the Aventine. They're waiting for us on the other side.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Uh-oh.
We are the Borg. Our survival is your survival. You will open your communication frequencies immediately.
Borg negotiating? Regular Borg? They sound like Hugh. It could be the cooperative. No.
The collective demands an audience. Resistance is futile.
No thanks. Definitely not. That's one of those Omni cubes, whatever it is, from that fluidic space TFO. The Borg want to talk. They must be scared.
Together, we can eradicate all weakness in the galaxy and prevail. Perfection requires strength.
Are you suggesting you're not strong?
They're afraid. Afraid of the Ethereans and the Chimerans.
Ship is under attack.
Sounds like it. How do we know we can trust you?
The collective has been attacked by pretenders to perfection. A threat has been posed to perfect and imperfect beings of this universe. Your survival demands that you assist us. The collective demands an audience. Resistance is futile.
Ever heard of the word please? Wait, hang on, Borg?
Well, so much for peaceful negotiation.
So we've been invited to an audience with the Borg. Maybe that's the next episode, because I feel like this one might be over. An audience sounds like a Queen's Gambit. Wondering, Agnes Girardi's Borg? Nah, can't be.
Speaking of queens, I wonder what Z meant when she said someone would come for her. She seemed pretty certain the Chimerans don't have a queen. I guess we'll find out. Thanks for your assistance today. In truth, I don't know if we would have survived without you. I know we couldn't save her, but at least we saved the Midas Array. That's gotta count for something.
Speaking of Esri Tegan, do you want to take her back to Trill, to your family?
No. She worked alone. If you could beam her over, I think the Aventine would like to host a burial amongst the stars for the operator. Even though she hadn't been in Starfleet for a long time, by the sounds of it, Z was still a hero. We owe her that much.
I think she would have liked that. Consider it done.
Thank you. I think I understand now why Z felt so comfortable closing the portal to that universe, and why she was so ready to accept her fate. If that's the life that awaited her, then no wonder she asked us to put her out of her misery. I don't know what's more unsettling. A mirror Borg unimatrix in fluidic space, or a Jean Ress one in the Chimeran reality.
Choice of responses. Fluidic space. Sometimes the real rot is not beyond the wall, but in the foundation. But I don't think it comes close to watching yourself die. Are you alright, Captain? Or the Chimerian reality feels worse, even if the problem is tucked away behind portals. But I don't think it tops watching yourself die. How are you, Captain? It will be an interesting mission report, to say the least. I think the middle one.
I feel strange. Meeting yourself, watching yourself die, and being part of that choice. That's harder than I can describe. But harder yet was coming face to face with this devastating alternate reality. Who's to say what would have happened in our universe had I left Starfleet, and what might have happened in hers had she decided to stay? I guess we'll never know. How are you holding up?
Another choices of responses. We had more to learn from her and her from us. Our time was cut short. I feel heartbroken. I know we had only just met her, but she was a person. In fact, she was more than that. She was, in some ways, you. Oh, good, not that one. Tegan died courageously and of her own volition. We have to honour that. Or, in my life, there's no time to grieve. I can't let emotions cloud my judgment. That's the one.
You're right. I'll send you a report once I check in with Starfleet Command. There's a lot to reflect on. This has been a lot. I'm not sure I even have the words to describe it. Let's keep in touch. Stay safe out there.
I'm not even going to respond to that. I'm just going to warp out. And I think that's it for that episode. I died once on the ground. Survived the space
Thank you
stuff.
again for your help today. I couldn't have done it without you. Now that the Midas Array is secure and free of Chimerans, comms in the area are back online, and the Alliance is sending over a unit. Cleanup and protomatter confiscation. By closing the unstable portal to the Chimeran universe, we managed to buy ourselves some time. However, I've already received reports of Chimeran incursions surfacing in other systems. Perhaps someone should consider meeting with the Borg Collective in some capacity. I know an alliance founded on the basis of fear of a common enemy can be risky, but it might be the only shot we have against the Etherians and the Chimerans. As for me, I'll be heading to Trill. I've got a word of warning for the Symbiosis Commission, should they ever be inclined to experiment with joining in protomatter in our universe. Director Hugh is meeting me there. We're hoping our combined research will convince them to put some new laws in place. Until we meet again.
Accolade met Esri Tegan. And all I got to show for it was that. Transphasic compressor. 30% transphasic weapon damage. No thank you. I used up 13 energy amplifiers in that. But the battles, they didn't really feel elite. And I'm not overpowered for elite, I'm underpowered. That episode took 1 hour and 30 minutes. According to my recorder. What do I think of it? Go to the Midas Array, scan an anomaly, beam on the Midas Array, fight the enemy, beam off, go to the other universe, fight the Harmony, come home. It was okay, didn't feel special. I did like the eeriness of it, all in the dark, but too much Star Trek is going down that dark dystopian route instead of the bright bubbly route. If we want dystopia, we go to other shows, not Star Trek. Star Trek should be bright and bubbly. But it has left a kind of cliffhanger for the next episode, I suppose, where we're off on a mission, probably to go and talk to the Borg. We've been invited, which implies maybe the Borg's idea of an alliance is to assimilate a representative, like an Elocutus or something. Maybe that's our fate. I mean, the Borg wouldn't leave an alliance to chance. They'd want control over it. But yep, that was my first blind playthrough of that episode. I wouldn't call it bad. I'd need a few more playthroughs for it to judge it properly. I couldn't really take it all in on the first go. A lot of dialogue in there, but that's okay. The dialogue didn't feel too much. Yep, what will Seven have to say about it? What will Hugh have to say about the pustule we sent him? We just sent him a big pile of goop. We'll have to find out what they are in the next episode as well, I guess. And I can't remember, what happened to the Harmony? We didn't destroy it, did we? Or did we? Yeah, we did. It blew up with protomatter. Well, that's the end of the YouTube video. I hope anybody who's going to watch this on YouTube will enjoy it later.